curiosity, how long do you think you're going to allow the pity party to continue? You got a rough estimate? Like, seriously, how long are we going to continue to blame other people for the choices that we make in our own lives? Like, it doesn't matter whether you feel like you were coerced into making the decision. Maybe somebody pushed you, or you felt like they pushed you to make a certain decision in your life, but ultimately, babe, it was your choice. Part of the life cycle is growth, you guys, and with growth comes seasons of reflecting. And when you have had a very long time to think about the choices that you've made in your life, and you're willing to be honest with yourself, you will start to admit to all of the times that you self-sabotaged. So as we already know, there are a whole lot of ways that we can self-sabotage. And obviously, we're not going to get into every single way that you can self-sabotage yourself, but I do want to get into one in particular. And that one that I want to talk about today is holding on to an idea. Let me explain it like this. You have an overall goal that you've had in your mind for a very long time, and you imagine yourself hitting that goal a very specific way. There's a huge problem with this though. When you only can imagine yourself hitting this one specific goal, one specific way, you are forgetting that there is always a way to answer a question a different way. So you're forgetting that you have so many other routes and avenues that you can take over here. And essentially, you're stopping yourself from that growth that can actually take place in your life. So welcome back, my loves. Thank you for clicking on today's video. Obviously, you guys know from the title, we're about to get into yet another juicy conversation. But seriously though, I feel like a lot of people can relate to this right now, and it is about letting go of who you thought you would be. It's a whole lot of y'all right now sitting there hindering yourself from growing because you have this image in your head feeling like that you were supposed to hit certain goals being this type of person over here. But baby, like I said, there's a whole lot of ways that you can go about hitting your goals. But before we hop in, definitely make sure, only if you're feeling the vibes, to hit that subscribe button below and hit the notification bell as well, so that you can see when the videos are dropping every Monday and Friday. That's enough rambling. Y'all know I don't like to ramble too much. I like to get into the conversation. So let's go ahead and do that. Obviously, I want to bring a little bit more context into the conversation so we can kind of get a full understanding of what I mean by letting go of that old image of yourself and who you thought you were supposed to be. When I started YouTube, I started as a beauty content creator. Obviously, you guys probably know that. You can see all of my other videos had a lot to do with beauty, makeup, hair. I did some vlogs because I also wanted to be a lifestyle blogger. Not so much anymore. We can get into that on another topic though. But anyway, that's what I wanted. And I had it just fixed in my mind that is how my YouTube channel was going to blow up. I was going to be known as this beauty content creator and known as a lifestyle blogger, and I did not see it any other way. I can't so much say I forgot. I think I just simply ignored the fact that I could find another way. There were other possibilities for me. I could find more passion in what I was doing, or maybe find other passions that I had. So I just did not allow myself to explore any of those possibilities. I want you guys to recognize the difference between forcing an idea and forcing consistency. So just like I told you guys when I started my YouTube channel, I was fixated on that idea of being known as a beauty content creator. So I was forcing this idea to work. I didn't want to think about any other routes that I could take. Whereas if I had just focused on forcing consistency, and keep in mind, I was consistent. I've been consistent this whole time. I was consistent though with that one idea, and I was stuck on that idea. When you do allow yourself to explore those other possibilities and you take yourself out of this box of thinking, oh, I can only hit my goal if I do this one particular thing, that is where your growth is. That is where the growth happens, because as soon as you start thinking outside of the box and you allow the growth that has happened in your life to really start to come into your thought process as well, you'll realize that is what you need in order to have that growth that you're looking for. Like I told you guys, I've been on YouTube for 2 years. It has literally been the last 3 weeks, okay? I'm not exaggerating. And you can go back and you can see it within my channel. The last 9 videos have been within the last 3 weeks. That is when I gave up the idea of I'm only going to do this by only being a beauty content creator. I have seen the biggest change in my channel since actually allowing myself to let all of the growth that I've had over the last 2 years mentally, like my mental growth that has taken place, I'm actually allowing that to come out now. And now I'm starting to see a change within my YouTube. You guys, I have had the most views on the last 9 videos than I have had in the last 2 years. What is the reality of this? Reality is the thoughts of the current version of yourself and the thoughts of the old version of yourself will never, ever, 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 ever be on one accord. And this is because you are growing every single day. You're learning a lesson every single day. You're maturing every single day. Every time you fail, you're learning a lesson, you're getting back up, and you're going at it again. You literally are not the same person. So whatever idea you had before, it's not going to be the same now because you think differently. You've experienced more in life and now you have a different perspective maybe. So you have to allow the growth to be there. With all that being said, you guys, letting go of who you thought you were supposed to be, it does not mean failure. It means that you're allowing yourself to grow. You're allowing yourself to have different ideas, have different approaches, maybe think about doing things differently than you did before. And it shows that you're willing to embrace the journey. You're willing to embrace the plan, although you don't know exactly what the plan is, but you're willing to stay consistent. You're willing to allow yourself to get out of that box, and you're willing to allow yourself to try different things within this process because you've grown into a different person. You're discovering more and more about yourself every single day, but yet every time you get the opportunity to learn the lesson or go through it to get the greater experience on the back end, you constantly block it. Why? Is life not just one big experience that we're constantly learning from every single day and it just helps us in our navigation process? The decisions that you've made up until this point might not have been the best, but that is okay because we can give ourselves some compassion during this time, you guys. You're still breathing. You still have an opportunity to make a different choice. Give yourself the compassion. Stop making excuses. Reevaluate yourself and then recalibrate and then start moving forward in life. Do y'all realize that you have an opportunity right now to be a version of yourself that you could have never, ever, ever imagined? But the only way that you're going to reach that kind of untapped potential in your life, that's when you actually get to that status of being limitless in your thinking. The only way that you are going to get to that version of yourself is if you let go of the person you thought you were supposed to be. Let go of that idea. Just let it go. I'm not telling you to get rid of your goals. I'm telling you to get rid of the person that you thought you were supposed to be. You're not going to be that person. Clearly, you weren't meant to be that person. Figure out what you need to do right now. Figure out the authenticity right now. Figure out what interests you right now. Figure out your passions right now. Allow that growth to come into play. And then watch how you guys take off. Like literally, I am living proof right now. Like I said, with the last 3 weeks of my videos, the last 9 videos that I have posted, I allowed myself to free from that box I put myself in, and I'm already seeing transformation, and this is just the beginning. So I'm telling you, when I get on here and do these videos, you guys, I'm not just doing them just to come up with topics. Like this is literally stuff going on in my life right now that I'm even learning from. I have done this and I'm already seeing a transformation. So I really hope that you guys let go of that person you thought you were supposed to be so that you can come and become an even greater version that you never ever could have imagined. That is a wrap on today's video, but I really pray that it helped you. Like I really pray that it showed you that it's okay if you didn't become that person that you thought you were supposed to be. It's okay. Life is not over. If you're watching me right now, that means you're still breathing, and that means you have an opportunity to do something different, okay? But what I'm saying is just let it go. Just let it go and really walk into the purpose that you have right now. Allow yourself to take on all that is presenting itself right now. Don't miss your window of opportunity, okay? I'm not missing my window of opportunity this time. So, but anyway, like I said, I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. And yeah, that's a wrap. So I'm going to catch y'all on the next video. Until next time, love. Bye.